Good morning, guys. This is Yolandi from Divine Soul. So this week, there's been a lot of questions from clients and people around what is this weird language that I speak when I do videos for you guys. And you've obviously seen the headings on the videos, and it says it's light language. So I thought I would take some time today just to give you a quick explanation of what it is that I actually do when I'm speaking those funny languages that you hear, and also when the hand gestures that I make while I'm speaking the languages, what that's all about as well. Okay. So basically what happens is I like to think about it in the context of a radio. Okay, so radio will connect to a mast, for instance, and then the mast sends information to the radio, then you turn on the radio, and then you end up hearing what is actually there. So with me, what I do is that I tune into energy. So I, for instance, will, depending on what the message is, tune into a certain energy, a certain frequency, and then what happens is the language that comes out is a translation of that frequency. Okay, so basically whatever is coming out of my mouth is related to that energy. Okay, so say for instance it might be a light being, or it might be an ascended master, or it might be an angel, or it could be anything depending on what I'm working at that point in time. And then what happens is it comes through my mouth, and it is basically a way then for you, the person listening, to actually receive the information. Because what happens then is with that information that comes out of my mouth, it basically then touches you in a way that you need it to touch you. So it can be on a soul level, it can be on a physical level, it just depends on what you need. So it's basically, it then gets translated to you, and you then receive it in the manner that you need to receive it. Okay, so yeah, so it's basically, I'm like a little radio. I'm constantly streaming information for people. Now, when I'm channeling for the collective, it's a message from one of my guides, or it's a message from my soul. It's a message from the divine. So it's basically me putting out information that I, on a soul level, need to share with the bigger audience. Now, what also happens is that I then very often, when I work with clients, like in a one-on-one session, or if we're doing group meditations and I will stand in front of you, or I'll be connecting with your energy, and then I channel whatever your energy is asking me to channel for you. So that information that I then put through, the words that I speak over the person, will then help them with their own healing process. Okay, so that's basically what happens. So yeah, so it's quite interesting. And then also what happens is with light language, you can actually use your hands. So what I find very often is when I connect, I'll start making funny symbols or whatever, and all of this has basically got energy connected to it. So if you think about when you work with Reiki, for instance, you have to work with the symbols. It's the same thing when you're channeling the energy, working with your hands, because this is also transmuting energy to the person. So if I'm standing and doing this, there's a reason. There's some energy coming through, and it will actually land where it needs to land. Okay, so, and then also you can even draw it, you can sing it. There's so many ways of actually expressing it. So, if you do connect and you kind of feel like, oh, my mouth is feeling a little bit funny, I might be saying some weird words, just let it happen. I mean, it's a very awkward process at first, but once you get into it, and once you allow the energy to just flow and you put no judgment on it, it's actually quite amazing what you even get for yourself out of it, let alone the people that you're doing it for. Okay, so really try and see. I'm going to do just a quick connection this morning. I'm really filled with gratitude today for this year, for what's happened, for how amazing it's all been for me. So I would just like to to channel gratitude to you guys today, and blessings for this year, and just get into that space of saying thank you. And that's where I am today. So that's what I'll be sharing with you. Okay, so and this will be a message from my soul to your souls. Erosemiata ki ala rame saita ia wata iang kama iala emosiata evarasiala empaseta. Amasoita ia mala e chatiki ala ramasunche o amareta kiata masela se shote. Amasanti alara ontiki amaterati sambayalara. Evo sencho eki alara maseto anashe ake alara u ambate. Amiota evi sotiaka mariase hale shantohi amoteka yandama yamba yitaka elosia mate kariata harosetiam la sentia arose mayato awaya matenki alara masoyeta evose amayata iata ki alara masoncheya ta alara toyama evose tigia tambai alara mase evose chi amasi alara so asonchi ayate lamiasa o senti amoyate ki alara masiata. The message really is about that ability to open your heart to all the goodness that the universe is showering upon us every single day. So as you're walking around today, look at the trees, look at the flowers, look at the sky. Just poke your head out the window and say thank you, because we are so totally blessed. So just tune into that energy today. Walk into the weekend with that energy. Okay. I'm sending so much love and so much blessing to everyone out there. And may you have an amazing weekend. Thank you.